And my beloved West Coast Eagles flogged the crap out of the Collingwood Football Club. That'd be an awesome day.
Matsika Island.
What was that?
What was that? Just there.
Something just breached there.
The crew of the Barralee has spotted something in the water.
Now, whether it's a shark or what?
If it's a shark, they'll hold off hauling in their pots. The last thing they need is a shark zeroing in on their catch.
There!
If we hear something splash, we think, oh, maybe it's another shark, but this one was actually a seal. Yeah, he's into an octopus when he comes up and flicks it.
Ah, yeah, see. Good on you, mate.
Lobster men are a superstitious lot.
Guys don't have salmon on a boat, won't say the word salmon on a boat, don't say the word rabbit on a boat.
Women on boats are bad luck.
You know, some blokes, if they're catching crays, won't change their jocks.
There's the old don't leave port on a Friday. I did that once and we had a bushfire at home and we also had a breakdown on the boat.
I've got my green jumper that I wear and I've worn it for the last 20 years.
I've got this lucky thing I always do. I do 3 donuts outside home. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. If it's midnight, pitch black dark, we still do them.
And a predator eating another predator could be a good sign.
The octopus is the fisherman's enemy, more so than a seal. You're a good seal!
The Bόλντ Kondέντερ is closing in on its target of 600 brindle lobsters.
I just want to get this trip over and done with. We don't have time for this. We need every lobster we can get to make that target. Come on! I just want to get these last pots on, get this target and get home. I think I went too shallow, Taves.
You done something?
I'll thank you for the encouragement, mate.
At least when you're in style.
I can't wait, you're a captain, I'm coming out for one trip. Every blank pot you ever get, mate, you wouldn't let it down. You wouldn't be able to sleep at night, you'd be having nightmares. We've got 6 pots to go, and it'd be nice to finish off strong, take the pressure off a bit. Too small, we want some bigger ones. Spot for the shot. 1 to go. Come on. Oh, that's a good pot. We're home. I can feel it now. Oh, yeah! Done. We've reached our target. Job done. Couldn't be happier. After day 1, I thought, no way we're going to do this. But now we can go home and get paid.
No amount of luck is going to save Anson's Bay. It's limped its way back into port after suffering engine failure.
There he's going. Boom. Hopefully get back out again. Here comes our tea. Thanks, mate. Beauty.
Glenn's family is here to welcome him home.
Oh, chips still haven't you? Oh, that's all right. Hey, you done well. When I'm coming home, I always get a real good feeling go through my body, like, because I know I'm going to see the family and, you know, you're coming home, so, yeah, it's good. But hopefully we're not out of action for too long, because it is a winter and it'd be nice to catch a few crays.
Shortest trip in history, Jake.
He's not worried, he's hungry. Look at
Probably
him.
the shortest one I've been on, I reckon. Oh, well.
That's Henry. He's the man that's got the dollars.
Henry is Glenn's wholesaler. He buys straight off the wharf and sells direct into China. These reds will arrive in Beijing in a matter of days.
You should have brought your wheelbarrow, Henry. We could have carried him on the wheelbarrow. Unload our big catch.
But first, Glenn needs to negotiate a final price with Henry. It's a small catch, a day's worth, so every dollar will count.
I didn't even ask you the price. What is it, Henry? 85?
I'll get you $90 here.
$90? Oh, you're a bloody champion. Nice. Thank you very much. That was $5 more than I was expecting, actually. Bonus.
Glenn's catch weighs in at 164 kilos. And at $90 a kilo, that's a cool $14,760 gross.
Thanks, boys. Done well. Appreciate that. Thanks, Henry. Thanks, mate.
But Glenn's unsure how long it will take for him to get his engine fixed, or whether he'll even get out again for the season. It's early morning, and the crew of the Gουίλιαμ Νόρλινγκ is hunting for big reds in the Bass Strait.
We'll be the only boat here, so we sport for choice, won't we? Goal for every trip is to catch as much as you can. So the target for this trip, we're going for 100 grand. We want to get 100 grand. We don't want to be wasting our lives. So let's just make it happen.
But the stormy weather is not helping.
Front there before, probably a little bit earlier than expected, but anyway. Stretching up your quest here to pour with rain. It's just going to make it a real long day. It's just going to be painful.
But there is some good news. The price of big reds is $95 per kilo.
It's a start, something, I suppose, for. We want to get on the board. That's what you want to do, at least get a start. Get their can open. It's the old yeah,
The girls circle up for it. That I say I don't want to see girls.
Oh, the camera says 17.
That makes 300 lobsters for the trip so far. That's $28,500 worth.
Fabulously good fish. Got big fat ones, don't we?
But it's not raining.
To keep lobster stocks plentiful, they have to throw all females they catch back. The crew needs to get a move on.
Oh, Godzilla.
There's the money.
It's nice to catch big fish. You know, the bigger the better. You know, if it weighs, it pays. Oh yeah, and those big fish pay, absolutely.
A lobster this size, close to 4 kilos, can command a price of $380.
And big fellas like that, they are the go. We love them.
Godzilla is hands down the biggest red for the winter run. He'll be hard to beat.
We get him out, we'll have a look, mate. We'll do the feasibility study. We'll chuck him on the scales on his own and see what he weighs and see what he pays.
The crew of the Minamara can't buy a win. And now there's a new crisis.
So we've been working away, and all of a sudden I'm noticing the rope's pulling tight, the haul is slowing down. You can hear the strain in the hydraulics. You've got to watch out.
I've just got to get up on him a bit more because I think he's stuck under a rock.
Do I let this off?
I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it.
So we've got a foul pot or a snag pot. The line's probably wrapped under a rock or the pot's just jammed in there, so we've got to try and pull it from the right angle. But the problem is because we're at about 15 fathoms, we're right on the limit.
Zach's got to make sure he keeps his hands clear of especially the entry point to the hauler. Fingers have been lost in the past. Second concern is losing the pot. No one wants to lose a pot. If I lose it now, I've just lost earning capacity from one pot, and that pot may catch 20 or 30 fish for the trip.
Getting your pots caught up and tangled is an occupational hazard. especially when you're fishing this close to the rocks. It's a time waster. And they still haven't caught a single lobster.
We ended up with about 42 this morning. They're just slightly smaller fish today. Probably, they probably wash out at an average of 1.5 kilo, I'd say.
The maths on that is about $4,000.
But you know, like, it's still a wage, we're still making money. Doing it a little bit harder today, but we're still making money, and that's what matters. At the end of the day, we can go home and get a nice paycheck, but yeah.
The trip's looking a bit bleak for the weather. You know, it's just, you're up against it a bit, which is it's a bit of a bugger. It's, you know, feels like you got one arm tied behind your back with the weather against you a bit. So it's anyway, we'll just keep toiling away and we'll make it happen.
Making it happen is what the Marine Police is doing too.
Quick, no one's got anything bad on them, do they?
Trawling the Southern Ocean for illegal fishermen.
The Van Diemen, the police boat. They're all right. They got a job to do. Keep everybody on their toes.
Fines for illegal fishing can run into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. A single fine can wipe out an entire season's catch.
They'll come and say hello, I reckon. Not many in this industry now doing the wrong thing, I'll say that. Yeah, they still